Alright, so yeah. Last time, everything went down. We found out that Kakimoto was the last person of that anti-Astron group. And lots of crazy stuff happened. Principal Issei and Kyohei and Ayase, everyone was doing everything to take her down, and we came in like a badass and we took care of it together with Ayase and solved the problem. So now, hopefully everything can, settle down a little bit. For months, we've been trying to get to the bottom of the string of disappearing Astrals. The principal and Ayase, on the other hand, have been searching for the culprit behind the control loss incidents. Through the apprehension of Kakimoto Kaori, both cases have been resolved. But that was far from the last of our problems. Okay, I see. Numerous security personnel and teachers rushed over upon hearing the explosions. Among them were also a few researchers. I would have preferred to conceal myself and escape, but given how much I pushed myself, my whole body was being tormented by a hellish pain. In that state, I couldn't possibly muster up the necessary willpower to take flight. Not even if I wanted to. The effects of the drug hadn't worn off yet. Nanami's ability boosts the body's natural healing abilities, which meant there was a risk that it amplified the effects of the drug. That being the case, I was constantly in a state of extreme tension. I had to keep returning my brain to normal after to go haywire for almost 7 hours after we defeated Kakimoto. Dang, that sounds awful. Goodness gracious. Needless to say, I didn't have the time nor the energy to do any sort of explaining. I didn't even have the mental capacity to think up an excuse, so I didn't bother wasting my time. That being said, I was able to conceal my identity. I pretended to be an innocent victim, killed over on the ground, as left all the explaining to the principal. He has as much to lose as I do from the truth coming out. Yeah? Just as I expected, the principal explained every single way after he regained consciousness. His story was that an accident occurred during the testing of astral technology that Kakimoto-sensei was developing. That's what caused the explosions. Ayase and I were helping her test it, and that's why we were caught up in the accident. It was a rather crude explanation. But if it all involved the parties to test it, everyone has no choice but to accept it as the truth. And above all, the principal's word carries a certain weight to it. Him being this academy's representative. Nobody would dare question him. In any case, the whole incident was safely brushed under the rug. Alright, well that's good. After the effects of the drug finally wore off, Nanami patched up my injuries. Even after that, my body still demanded further rest. I ended up staying in bed for 2 whole days. Oh dang. When I woke up, I found Ayase by my side. She apologized profusely. She confessed that she wasn't truly an astral and felt awful for having to lie to me about it. Oh, Ayase, no, it's fine. But I didn't find fault with her for that. After all, I did the same. I told her I came to this academy to protect her and only compounded more and more lies on top of that over the course of our time together. Even now, I still haven't told her the whole truth. Knowing that, it just wouldn't feel right for me to reproach her with some sort of holier-than-thou attitude. Besides, I know full well that she didn't lie to me with any ulterior motives in mind. She was stuck in a situation where she didn't know who was friend and who was foe. Even so, she chose to trust me, and I greatly appreciated that. For that reason, a simple apology was more than enough. There was someone else that needed to answer for themselves anyways.
あの爆発に関しては実験の事故で問題なく収拾する。暴走を生み出していた犯人も捕まった。これでアストラルの暴走事件も起きないだろう。
That's good.
心配なのは彼女に仲間がいた場合だが。
Oh jeez, please no.
それについては大丈夫だと思います。
We've already captured all the other members of our organization.
そうか。
Unless there's a straggler.
それは何よりだ。
Just saying. そ
れで何が聞きたい？疑問があって当然だ。
Everything, if you don't mind. I know you didn't technically lie to us, but you very clearly weren't giving us the whole story. Could you now tell us everything you have held from us then?
すべての始まりは小鳥だ。
Alright.
あの子の母はアストラルを嫌悪していた。その気持ちは能力を持つ小鳥にも向けられた。
Another trash to your parent?
さすがに虐待などを行っているわけではなかったが、子供はそういう視線に敏感だ。だから私はあの子の居場所を作ってやりたかった。少しでも受け入れられる社会にしたかった。
もしかしてそのためにこの学院を？
小鳥のためでもあるが、 他のアストラル使いのためであることも本当だ。そんな私の気持ちに応えるためだろう。あの頃の小鳥は研究棟で行われる実験に協力してくれていた。
Experiments?
勘違いしないでほしいんだが、非人道的な人体実験などではない。
Okay.
安全が確保されたものだけだ。いくつもの実験の中であの子の能力の出力や限界に関してはよく把握をしていた。だからあの日突然制御できなくなり暴走したということが信じられず、徹底的に調べた。
So you were fairly certain there was someone behind it?
問題はその犯人だ。可能性が一番高いのはこの学院や研究棟の関係者。そちらの調査はそこで行き詰まった。
だから気づいていないふりをして相手が尻尾を出すのを待ったんですか。
その間生み出される暴走車を拘束しながらな。
So where does Ayase fit into all of this?
綾瀬は私の娘だ。つまり小鳥の妹だ。母親は違うが、
Yep.
小鳥の母とは家のつながりで結婚したのだが、年を重ねるごとに互いにズレを感じるようになっていた。小鳥には申し訳ないがすでに別居していた。話し合いも終え、あとは離婚届を提出するだけの段階にあった。母親に引き取られる予定だったが、あの子はアストラルに目覚めた。アストラルを嫌悪するあいつのもとにあの子を残すわけにもいかず、私は離婚を踏みとどまった。
So where does Ayase come in?
別居の後離婚するよりも先に私は女性と関係を持った。その女性との間にできた子供だ。
Oh dang. Okay, I see. This went even deeper than I thought.
綾瀬に申し訳ないことをした。私は正直に話をした。離婚するつもりだったこと、他の女性と関係を持ったこと、
Dang.
そして小鳥には妹がいること、綾瀬にも同様の話をした。するとあの子たちはその姉妹に会いたいと言った。考えた末、私はその希望を叶えることにした。最初こそよそよそしかったが、すぐに二人は仲良くなり、同じ屋根の下で育った姉妹のような仲になった。いつしか私を通さずに連絡を取り合い、秘密を共有するような仲にまでなっていたらしい。
Then the incident happened, right? What sort of secrets?
小鳥が協力していた研究についてだ。
So that drug that can manifest an ability in a non-astral. Is it really safe? I mean, generation of energy beyond one's inherent limit was what supposedly caused those frenzied states from Kakimoto's drug. Does it really have no negative repercussions on Ayase's body?
能力を付与するといっても使用者とアストラルをリンクさせるものじゃないんだ。あれは柿本香織の研究とは完全に別物だ。
How does it work then?
アストラルの干渉が一定ラインを超えることをリンクというが、それ以前の状態でも無意識のうちにアストラルに干渉している。
Yeah, that came up in class.
その際、非常に微弱なエネルギーを垂れ流している。それらは微弱すぎて普通なら何の影響も及ぼさない。だが塵も積もればという言葉があるように、微弱なエネルギーも集めれば強力な力となる。
So, if I'm understanding this right, the person activates their ability not through their own energy, but through accruing energy from the surrounding people? It honestly blows my mind. I never considered doing something like that. Even when you're working for a secret organization, it turns out there's a lot of stuff out there that you don't know about. I never would have imagined a drug like that had already been tested and made ready for use.
すでに安全性も認められ、完成といって差し支えない段階にあった。もし問題があるとすれば、それは社会の反応だ。今よりも否定的な雰囲気だったこともあり、我々は慎重を期すことにした。そこを突かれた。
What was the intent behind the control loss then?
アストラルが有益な道具として広まり、社会の一部に組み込むことを反対する連中だろう。 小鳥はその被害者だ。
Yeah, sadly. Widespread disaster at the hands of an astral. And they wanted the public to know this wasn't just a case of bad apples. There was a risk associated with all the astrals and all astral technology in general.
なんとか暴走を無理やり抑えることはできたが、根本的な解決は難しく、意識を奪う方法しかなかった。それでも被害は出てしまった。
So Ayase took that drug in order to reduce the damage as much as she could?
我々のすぐそばに敵がいる。だが特定できない以上、新たな動きも見せられない。私が頭を抱えていた時に綾瀬に言ったよ。
You used her as a bait to lure out the person? Wow, dang, she straight up decided to be a decoy. Goodness gracious. But if she's not an astral, there'd be no way of her ability going crazy and causing another disaster.
言い訳にしかならないが、私は反対をしたが、綾瀬は納得しなかった。
Dang, Ayase.
小鳥を目覚めさせたい。そして目覚めた時に少しでも小鳥が笑顔になれる世界にしたい。
Oh.
こんな思いをする人を増やしたくないと言った。
And you purposely set her up to be the perfect target so the enemy wouldn't be able to resist.
これが全てだ。
Yeah, ellipses.
一つ付け加えておくが、綾瀬は小鳥以外にも暴走車が生み出され続けていることは知らなかった。あくまであの子は姉のためにやっていただけで、他の拘束には関わっていない。それだけは断言しておく。
Yeah, I could tell that. I know.
自分のしたことは理解しているつもりだ。私を確保するなら素直に従おう。必要なら自首をしよう。
Dang. I mean, you're not like Kakimoto, so I don't want to do that. Even if it was artificially induced for a drug, we still can't go public with the control law stuff. The same goes for the police. All information will have to be regulated and concealed.
そうか。なら私が勝手に警察に駆け込んでしまうと騒ぎを大きくするだけか。だが何のお咎めもなくこのままというわけにもいかないだろう。それだけのことを私はしていたんだ。
Oh, dang.
まずは薬の開発に集中してください。重要なのは一刻も早く薬を完成させることです。
Yeah, I agree with Nanami. It's a good idea.
今理事長に何かあれば薬の開発に遅れが出るんじゃないですか。
That's what I want from you the most, sir.
わかった。
On that note, what's the progress on the cure like?
それに関しては柿本香織は PC や研究資料を全て処分していた。思ったようにはいかなさそうだ。彼女が捕まり今までよりも本格的に研究を進められるが、それでも全員を投入することはできない。たとえ人為的にとはいえ暴走したという事実を隠せる人材を選ばなければならない。
そうですか。
だが希望は見えた。ここで諦めることはない。
Actually, I have something that you might find helpful. I held out a stack of paper to him. He takes them with a puzzled expression on his face. After glancing over it for a second or two,
これは
he shouts out in astonishment, wide-eyed.
暴走に関する資料じゃないか。どうしてこれを君が。
Lots of work.
まさか君の組織も暴走について研究を。
No, we had no idea about it until we came to this academy.
なら一体。しかもこんなに詳細に。昨日今日調べて作れる資料ではないはずだ。有原君はこの資料を一体どこで。
I don't want to raise any suspicions, so I'll just be honest. That paper was written by Kakimoto Kaori herself.
バカな。資料は何も残っていなかったはず。
I can't disclose how exactly I got my hands on it, but I can say that it is a paper written by Kakimoto Kaori that I obtained before she began disposing of everything. It's not the original, though. After reading it that one time, I stored everything in memory. I used that to type up everything out, word for word, and then printed it. Oh, nice. Unfortunately, though, I have no way of verifying if everything written in that paper is factually correct.
十分だ。内容の精査は必要かもしれないが、全てが偽りということはないだろう。ほんのわずかでもいい。暴走につながるヒントがあれば、その分だけ薬の開発も進む。
And also, this here. I figure having an actual sample of the drug itself will also help.
だが、これは。私は助かるが、まずいんじゃないのか。薬は全てどこかの組織が回収したはずだ。
It's just simple medicine that helps with anemia. Takimoto Kaori gave it to me when I was suffering from it a while back. It was still lying in my room, but I no longer have any need for it. Would you mind disposing of it for me?
わかった。
Thank you, Principal.
本当に助かった。ありがとう。有原七海君にも感謝している。
私ですか？
Nanami.
あの時、私たちを信じて話してくれたから、なんとか間に合ったんだ。それに、怪我も治してもらった。
Oh, nice.
いえ、私の方こそありがとうございます。私は戦いには不向きですから。
君たちがいてくれたから、ようやくだ。これで語りが。
Oh. His hands are visibly shaking as he holds the papers.
すまないが、すぐにでもこの資料を研究棟に持って行っていいだろうか。
Of course not. Go right ahead. No, go right ahead. I have no further questions.
そうか。なら私はこれで。有原君はまだ薬の影響もあって本調子ではないんだろう。ゆっくり休んでくれ。
Thank you. I will.
有原君、本当に助かった。ありがとう。
You're welcome. I hope you find the cure soon.
あ、もちろんだ。
This is it. It's all over now. Well, it all began at that attack on Ayase where she and I both accidentally learned each other's secrets. As it turns out, Kakimoto Kaori was already having Ayase take the control Astral at that point in time. However, she noticed no change in Ayase whatsoever, and wanted to test certain hypotheses in order to find the issue and perfect the drug. What she didn't account for was my interference. Following that incident, and from what I hear even before that, her organization had been standing on shaky ground. They were formed with the goal of achieving Astron regulation, but weren't showing any results, and the drug also wasn't what they really wanted it. To make matters worse, a number of the members were captured because of that incident. There was a massive blunder on the anti-Astral faction's account that allowed their political opponents to gain dirt on them. In a panicked attempt to make up for the failure, they decided to make the next move at the Astral Expo Fair. But their plans were once again thwarted due to the SFD. And not only that, the whole organization was subsequently busted, leaving them with no way out. That served as the underlying reason behind Kakimoto Kaori's final act of desperation, and the hopes that she'd be able to make Ayase's powers wreak havoc. However, those plans were foiled yet again, bringing about a peaceful conclusion to this episode. Yeah, there was all kind of chess plays going on there of how they used how Ayase wanted to use herself as bait to bait her out and have her do that. I'm still reeling for that, 'cause that's crazy. They were both trying to outmaneuver the other. Yeah, I guess Ayase and Principal Ayase won, so that's just so crazy to me too, because that's just it was insane. Not quite. The victims of the control Astral haven't recovered yet, but all still stuck in an artificial comatose state. It's hard to really say the situation has been completely resolved, but from here on out, there's nothing that we, the SFD, can do. We just have to place our hopes in the researchers working diligently to find a cure. And as for how exactly the principal will be punished, it'll probably be up to Dad, or rather the higher-ups. Dad says he doesn't expect it to be anything severe.
お前の言う通りだった。失踪者を調べたところ、鷲津総合病院で診療を受けた記録があった。調査を進め、協力者の洗い出しも済んだ。もう大丈夫だ。あの薬が使用されることはない。
Oh, That's the relief. So, do you know what will happen to the principal?
彼の場合、一般的な不祥事とは全く異なる。これが露見して困るのは、アストラルに肯定的な主流派も同じだ。暴走が自然発生する危険があるならまだしも、人為的に作られたものだからな。間違っても広めたくないだろう。
Understandable. What's gonna be done about all the victims when they eventually wake up?
そうだな。馬鹿正直に打ち明けるわけにはいかない。菊花学院の存続が危ぶまれるからな。かといって今時神隠しというわけにもいかない。となるとどこかの組織に拉致、いやそれだとやはり騒ぎが大きくなるか。身元不明として病院に保護されていた。多少無理はあるがそれなら妥当か。ま、心配するな。そこら辺の工作活動こそが突破の仕事だ。何とでもする。それよりお前に追加の任務だ。
What's the new mission? Hello?
なんだ、不満そうだな。返事はどうした？
I mean, I kind of thought we resolved everything. I was kind of hoping to just chill, you know. Don't you think you're working me a little too hard? I'm not even fully recovered yet.
もともとお前が望んで踏み込んだ道だろう。今更文句を言うな。
Dang, Arihara. Well, I realize that, but still.
だが、そうか。お前が文句を言うようになったか。
Man, I just went for a bunch of shit. I almost died. Why do you sound like you're happy about that?
文句一つ口にせず、任務に没頭してたお前から初めての文句だ。任務以外に大切なものができたってことだろう。
Thank you, Dad. So what's this? So what's that new mission?
伊勢敦則の監視だ。
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
24時間貼り付けというわけじゃないが、首輪をつける必要がある。
Prevent something like this ever from happening. Prevent something like this from ever happening again, I guess. Am I supposed to make him turn in reports concerning the research?
もちろんそれはやってもらう。だがそれだけでは足りない。柿本香織は秘密裏に薬を開発していたんだからな。そのため学院で行われている研究の監視も今後の任務に加わるだろう。
Alright. I'll discuss it with Levy 9 and come up with a plan.
よろしく頼む。本当にお疲れ様だった。まだ薬と能力の過剰使用の影響は残っているんだろ？
Yes.
しばらく大きく動くことはない。まずはしっかり体を癒せ。
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Dad. Thank you. After getting the report out of the way, I slept for the entire day. And as I was lying there in my bed, I began to think about Kakimoto Kaori. It's been a damn long time since someone ever looked at me the way she did. Oh, dang. I can still vividly recall that twisted smile, filled with hatred and bloodlust. Yeah, I don't like it. Get away from me. Get it away. Obviously, not many people have ever looked at me with the intent to kill me before. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Negative feelings in general, however, I have a wealth of experience with, especially during my childhood. Looks of scorn and disgust simply because of the fact that I was an astral. It really puts me off that people would judge me like that. Very understandable. That's honestly why I think I got into so many fights. But deep down, what I really wanted was to be accepted by those people. That desire was what fueled my attitude towards working at the SFD. I clung to the naive hope that perhaps if I made myself useful to society in some way, society would in turn recognize and accept me. Over the course of working in SFD, I realized just how foolish I was for thinking that. I don't know what reasons led the Kakimoto Kaori to join the organization that she did. Maybe she had some sort of negative experience with Astrals that gave rise to her hatred and bigotry. But whatever the case, nothing justifies conceiving catastrophes involving Astrals in order to create a false danger that shouldn't normally exist. Point being, there are people out there willing to put blood on their hands to keep Astrals out of society, and also people willing to go along with it. Yeah, unfortunately. Also very true to life in general. I realize it's a pretty extreme example, but even so, we Astrals have a long way to go before we're truly accepted. That twisted smile of hers almost seems to mock me knowing that. I've recovered to the point where I can get out and move around again. But man, I'm so far from in peak form.
もう一回能力を使ってみようか？
Doesn't it not matter if you do it too much? No, you don't have to. I'm not really injured. My injury's all healed up, but my body feels slightly hot. Regardless, I couldn't stay in my room. I have to go and talk to the principal as soon as possible. Man, I'm gonna be doing surveillance, huh? Given what transpired, I understand why it's necessary. But I honestly don't think anything will come of it. Judging from our conversation following the incident, I don't think we have to worry about him doing anything like that again.
理事長を見てる限り、そんなの必要になりそうだとは思わないけど。
Yep, we're thinking the same thing, Lucis. Well, even if he himself doesn't cause any problems, there's no guarantee others won't. That's the higher up stance.
それは、そっか。
For example, I doubt they'll keep the same research team forever. After more progress is made, they may potentially need to add more people. If that happens, we can't rule out the possibility that one of them would just be another Kakimoto Kaori. That's a good point, yeah. Very true. Think we'll be able to manage it?
一朝一夕にはちょっと。全部の PC にバックドアを仕掛けるだけなら難しくはないけど、もうちょっと監視しやすいものにしたい。
Well, feel free to do whatever you feel you need to. You need to discuss the details of Dad, though.
まあ、そうだろうとは思ってたけど。
Sorry to make you do all this work. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
はいはい。だったら、おとなしく部屋で横になってて。まだ万全じゃないんだから。
I will. Okay. Suddenly, as the two of us are walking along and chatting, someone approaches us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Satoru.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you feeling? Your injuries all healed up?
爆発で脳震盪を起こしただけだったから。それに、怪我はナナミちゃんに治してもらったしね。
So yeah, buddy, I actually kind of want a confirmation here because the game didn't really confirm one way or the other yet. But like, when you turned invisible, it disappeared. So was that you using a drug, or do you actually have an ability too? I never really confirmed that for me, and I'm really curious.
本当にありがとう、ナナミちゃん。い
え、それぐらいなんともないですから。
Or it's just super fast in general. So I guess you're here to talk, huh?
まあ、サトルも僕に聞きたいことがあるだろうしね。
I mean, mainly just that one.
じゃあ、私は先に戻ってるね。
Okay, bye, Nanami. Alright, give me a call if you need anything.
僕は別にナナミちゃんも一緒にいてくれても構わないんだけど。
いえ、あの時、サトルくんを心配してたスオ先輩の姿を見ただけで十分ですから。それじゃあスオ先輩、失礼します。
ありがとう。
So, what do you want to talk about?
まずはいろいろ騙しててごめん。
Well, in all fairness, that applies to me as much as it does you. Our circumstances differ, but he's also no ordinary student. He probably went through many of the same things that I did for being an Astral. Okay, so he is. But I have no intention of prying into his personal life. Plus, you saved my life back then. He's not an enemy, that's all that matters. But I am curious. There's just one thing I want to know. Were you watching over me this whole time?
僕の任務は学内の監視と情報収集。編入生は例外なくしばらくマークすることになる。
Ah, an informant, I see.
でも、サトルを本格的に監視し始めたのは発表祭のあたりからかな。理事長が気にしだして。
Ah, that's interesting. So, like, right at that fair, huh? Really interesting. So, you weren't hanging around me entirely for work reasons?
それは、そうだね。
That's all I care about, honestly. Both have our jobs. Let's just draw a line there and not ask too many questions.
本当にそれでいいの？そりゃ僕としても友達でいられるのは嬉しいけど。
Oh, of course, buddy. Of course, always. Sure. It's a mutually beneficial relationship for the both of us. If he's telling the truth, then the time we spent together was real, and he is my friend. He's a nice guy with a big heart and a pocket dimension in his stomach. Nice. He's still the same old Kyoe to me. I have few enough friends as is, so I'd rather not lose the ones I have.
そう言ってもらえると僕も嬉しい。
So yeah, let's just pull all the stuff behind us and never bring it up again.
そうだね。
Oops, my bad.
ありがとう、サトル。
Thanks, buddy. You too, man. Give me a brofist.
よろしく。
Or a hug, I'll take either. Whew. I never imagined that rolling around in my bed could feel so relaxing. I can, of course, stand and walk around no problem, but my body is still very clearly exhausted. Crap, I almost nodded off there. I gotta change before I go to sleep. I get up. No, you don't. I get up off my bed and put my hands on my shirt, but then I notice something. The light on my phone is blinking. Is it Ayase? Come to think of it, I forgot to take my phone with me when I left. I stayed in this room the entire time. I know it was only a short trip to go see the principal, but still. It's not something I normally do. It just goes to show I'm not fully back to form yet. I take my phone and check the notifications. Yep. A missed call from Ayase? She's only called me twice before. The first time she was on the verge of crying for playing that horror game. The second time she was on the verge of crying because she was feeling insecure and lonely. Regardless of the underlying reasons, she called for help both times. I've come to learn now that Ayase had been undergoing periodic checkups ever since she started taking the drug that gives non-astrals access to an ability. Just to be doubly sure that it isn't affecting her negatively. The day was one of those checkup days. My heart pounds against my chest, giving fuel to my anxiety. Oh god, don't tell me they found something at the checkup. No, that's unlikely. It's already night. The checkup should have ended hours ago, and she should be in her room now. Probably just wanted to call me to say how it went. Why is it playing this music? I'm not saying that's a logical conclusion, but I just can't rid myself of this anxiety. Please let it be some harmless reason. I press the call button and cross my fingers. Really after, a voice enters my ears, allaying my worst fears.
Moshi?
Hello? Okay, it's playing the chill music again, so we should be good. Are you alright, Ayase?
無事って何？どうしたのそんなに慌てて。
Because I was worried about you. Well, it's really late, and every time you've called me before, it's been because you needed my help. So I was just kind of worried that maybe something happened again.
ああ、心配させてごめん。でもそういうことじゃないから。サトルは今日授業を休んでるって聞いてたから、報告をしようと思って検査が終わった後電話しただけで。もしかして寝てた？起こしちゃったら本当にごめん。
Nah, I was awake. But Prue, I'm glad you're okay.
心配しすぎだってば。
I know, I can't help it. Yeah, I guess I am. Hey, mind if I come up to your room?
今から？
Is that okay? I just really want to see you. I probably won't be able to sleep if I don't.
でも体調はまだ戻ってないんでしょ？私がそっちに行った方がいいんじゃない？
I mean, that works too. Well, wouldn't that take a bit of time? I mean, not only have to get changed and stuff, you also have to take care of your chest. The pads.
殺す。絶対殺す。ぶっ殺す。
Please don't, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Sorry, I was trying to poke fun at you. I just want to see you ASAP, so the quicker option is better for me.
それなら最初からそう言ってくれればいいのに、なんでわざわざ胸を盛るには時間がかかるとか言っちゃうわけ？
I was just guessing. Oh, whatever. Point is, I'm dying to see you, Ayase. So can I come over?
わかった。それに私もずっと会いたかったから、すぐに来てほしい。待ってる。
Yeah, I'll be right there. Today I leave through my actual door and walk through the hallways like a normal person. Leaving through the door? Who are we? What is this? What kind of bullshit is this? Out of character. Once I reach the stairwell, I walk up to Ayase's floor and head to her room. Man, it's funny how I'm getting all nervous from visiting her the normal way. Why was it still allowed on the girls' floor at this hour? Plus, I'm her boyfriend. There's no reason for me to feel this way, but I don't know. Either way, give her a door a good knock.
どうぞ。
I'm using the door. I open the door, walk in her room. And the first thing I do is stare at her sweet face.
何？
So, you really are okay?
だから心配しすぎだってば。私よりもサトルの方は？
What do you mean, because I used the door, not the window?
寝てたわけじゃないのなら、もしかして
Oh,
私からの電話無視したの？
no, I just left it in my room. Come on, I never do that. I just went out and forgot to take my phone with me, so that's why I didn't answer. Sorry.
体調不良で休んでるのに一体どこに行ってたの？
Well, me and Nami went to talk to the principal. And he told us everything. I had him tell us everything, and that included stuff about you. Let me go ahead and apologize. I know that he's your dad, and that Issei Kotori is your half-sister.
そう。
Sorry, I know I basically dug into some pretty private stuff without permission.
それは別に犯人も捕まったんだから。悟にまで隠す必要はないから。というか、どのみちその話もしようと思ってたから、それは全然気にしなくていい。
Alright, that's good. Okay.
お父さんはどうなるの？
He'll probably have to be punished in some way.
そう。
Oh. That being said, his actions help protect Astrals. And even if we tried to persecute him, all it would do is worsen the public's opinion on Astrals. Even if it was artificially induced. No, actually, it being artificially induced is the reason why it blew up if it became public. The most important thing right now is to develop a cure as fast as possible so we can help the victims. The principal's assistance is indispensable if we want to achieve that. Seeing as how he was the one leading all of it, so yeah, we couldn't do much even if we wanted to.
そっか。わかった。ありがとう。説明してくれて。
So, all these sacrifices you've been making, all this time were for your sister?
頑張ってきたっていうのとはちょっと違うかな。私も悔しかったから。お姉ちゃんには優しくしてもらって、姉妹というより年上の友達みたいな関係で。私はお姉ちゃんのことが好きだった。
Oh.
だから利用されてあんな風に眠らせるしかなくなったことが許せなかった。
Yeah, I don't blame you at all.
それで私はお父さんに協力した。というよりも、おとりになるって言い出したのは私の方だった。
Right.
ごめん。こんな大切な秘密を打ち明けることもせずに。
It's fine. You don't have to apologize for anything. No, I understand why you had to. Sharing something like that is just way too risky in a scenario where you don't know if someone's friend or foe. I don't blame you one bit.
ありがとう。
I also lied to you, Ayase. The truth is, I never came to this academy to protect you. I...
別にいい。
Okay. Huh?
私が秘密を全部打ち明けたからって無理に合わせようとしなくていい。仕事なら私と違ってまだ色々とあるだろうし。
Fine, I don't mind.
それに今回のことで悟の気持ちはちゃんと分かったから。アストラル使いを守るために行動してるんだって。それに約束した通り私のことを助けてくれるって。それさえ分かれば十分だから。
Thank you, though.
無理に言えないことまで言わなくていい。私の気持ちは変わらないから。
Oh, that's really nice of you. Ayase.
ただし女遊びは除く。浮気とかしたらぶっ殺す。
I would never. I am a faithful man. I'm not just saying that because you're making a scary face again, okay? I love you. I'm faithful. You're great. I would never cheat on you. Wouldn't even dream of it. But please stop making a scary face. Man, hearing all those scary words out of your mouth makes me sad. I like my Ayase when she's happy and smiling. Yeah, and not making this face. Thank you.
ちっこもいじゃぞ。
What the fuck? I just said I wouldn't. Putting on a smile doesn't make those words any less scary. You do know that. And I would never cheat on you, I promise.
注文が多いな。
Please no castration. Thank you very much. You don't need to threaten me. I never cheat on you regardless. I never even remotely thought about being with anyone other than you.
ならいいけど。とにかく私はこれからも悟と恋人でいられれば、大切な存在でいられるのならそれでいい。
As long as we're clear. Does the fact that I'm an astral not bother you? Of course not. A giant ball of anxiety is sitting in my chest, and it won't go away until I hear what she says to that question. But I'm scared. I'm scared of hearing that answer. Those conflicting emotions only further stress me out, causing me to bite my lip. Takemoto Kaoru might be an outlier, but there's no denying that people like her exist. Ayase isn't actually an astral herself, so maybe... She just tilts her head curiously. Not a single thing about her is different. This is the same Ayase I know and love. Nah, never mind. Right. Ayase is a kind-hearted person. Isn't that why I made the decision to trust her wholeheartedly? I can't believe I'm still having doubts. She had unwavering trust in me during a life or death situation, for crying out loud. Yeah? Man, I'm pitiful. Also, the whole thing of Kotu that we just talked about. Dad's not an astral, he's devoting his life to helping them. And Ayase herself made numerous sacrifices, all for the sake of her older sister, who's an astral. Thank you, Satoru. Now we're using logic. Okay, good. Took us a bit, but you know, we got there. She said she loves me regardless of the fact that I have an ability, and she doesn't. She's smiling at me with pure joy and affection. Maybe this is what I really wanted. I didn't need all of society to accept me. I just wanted one person outside of my family who would tell me they love me, not caring about the fact that I'm an astral. And that's what this sweet girlfriend of mine has already done. I found someone who will smile at me, love me, and accept me for who I am. That alone makes life feel worth living.
で、どうなの？私はこれからも大切な存在？
Always and forever. Yeah, of course. You're the most precious thing in the world to me, Ayase. This thing could all begin with one silly lie that I came up with on the spur of the moment. And that lie had the power to change my entire life. Pretty amazing, isn't it? I'll always love you with all of my heart, Ayase. Both now and forever.
ならばよし。
I'll make up for both all the lies I had to tell you and all the things I won't be able to tell you. I promise. So, yeah, I want you to be there with me every step along the way. I'll always cherish you and keep you safe. Not because it's my job to, but because I want to. I love you, Ayase.
私も大好き。それで、サトルの方の体調はどうなの？
I haven't 100% recovered, but I'm feeling fine for the most part.
ならいいけど、でもどんな影響が残ってるの？
I've still got a bit of a fever. I also don't know if it's because of the effects of the drug are still lingering, but my senses feel more acute than usual.
鋭敏って感情の起伏が激しいとか？
No, not exactly. It's like I'm more sensitive to light stimuli and other stimuli. I see where this is going.
つまりちょっとした音や匂いに反応してしまうような？
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like that might also be the root cause of my anxiety.
ねえ、本当に体は大丈夫なの？なんだか心配なんだけど。
I'm all good. The effects haven't disappeared completely yet. But it's not like I feel sick or anything. I'm just a little feverish, that's all. I'll make sure to get to bed once I get back to my room.
些細なものにしろ影響が残ってるならちょっと心配。ねえ、私が看病してあげようか？
Yes, please. It'd be my greatest honor. Thank you very much. I'll get in bed right now. I appreciate the thought, but I'm good. Darn it, Satoru.
なんでよ。私の看病じゃあご不満ですか？
I didn't say that. No, it's nothing to do with you.
なら何よ。
Make this face at me. I think I mentioned that my body reacts strongly to faint stimuli, so like smells, and that a reaction also includes sexual arousal.
そうなんだ。
Oh no. Yeah, so like, I could smell your scent all around this room, and because of that, I've been ridiculously horny ever since I walked in.
そうなんだ。興奮しっぱなしか。
Have you? Well, so with the whole incident and all the checkups and whatnot that came after, we haven't really had any alone time in a while.
確かに、そうね。
So yeah, I'm pretty pent up as a result of that.
それなら余計に二人でいる方がいいんじゃないの？
Are you gonna relieve us?
なんで一人で部屋に戻ろうとするの？
Let's see. Well,
私のこともっと抱くんじゃなかったの？いっぱいエッチなことするんじゃなかったの？
I didn't say this.
満足してないんでしょ？
Well, no. Is that fine though?
恋人だし、あなたのこと大好きだし、それにセックスだって嫌じゃないから。
Well, I know that, but if we fuck now, I might not be able to contain myself. If you're still...
ああもういい加減、私だって満足してないってことを分かってよ。
I see.
女の子だって性欲はあるんだから、好きな人にあんなこと言われたら我慢できなくなるの。
Alright.
あれ以来ずっと体が熱くてほてったままで、そんな状態で好きな人と二人きりになったら期待とかしちゃうの。
I say.
だからセックスしたい。好き
な人とセックスしたいの。
Alright, so you want to do it on the bed or on the floor?
エロい女の子で悪かったわね。でも好きなの。好きだからこんなエロくなるの。文句があるならセックスの後で聞こうじゃないか。
Okay. So I guess we're fucking then?
だってしょうがないでしょ。ずっと期待してたんだから。好きなんだもん。こんなに自分がどうにかなっちゃったみたいに好きなんだもん。
And I love you too. Pony or whatever else, you stole my Ayase.
全部言わせてるんじゃないわよ、女の子に。
But it's funny though. I'm ready, Ayase, so let's fuck. I want to feel your body.
する。セックスする。
Oh, we could also use the couch too. Kiss, kiss. Today I'm gonna take charge and make you feel good.
していっぱい気持ちよく、私の気持ちよくして。
I pull her body towards me with great vigor and kiss her passionately. While doing so, I lower my hands and begin to fondle her ass. After pulling down her pants, I proceed to stroke it from over top her panties. Slide my fingers over the soft fabric and firm ass, almost like I'm trying to tickle her. As I'm doing that, I also gently grab her ass at times in some more naughty places, getting a feel for the roundness of it.
私ダメ。優しくなでなでされるだけで。それ禁止。
I see. Simply stroking her ass is enough to make the strength leave her body. My excitement, on the other hand, only grows as my body heats up more and more. It's like I'm absorbing the energy from her. Oh. I see. Alright, well, we'll be back after Ayase helps us with, you know, our, stressed out, Pinkus. Yep, I'll be right back. Alright, well, geez. So yeah, you know, well, first, you know, there was a little bit of, finger playing going on, as it were. And then, you know, she splurted a little bit. And then after that, we put the banana into the donut. And then we went crazy. Yeah, we went to town. We kept going and going and going. Yeah, there was lots and lots and lots of splurting. And then, yeah, Ayase said she couldn't go on anymore, but then we kept going. Yeah, Satoru brought up that maybe it might have been a side effect of the drug, which does make sense because he did mention earlier that he was, like, extremely sensitive to stimuli and stuff, so it really might have been, yeah, side effect of the drug. In which case, dang, that drug, see, has other things going on, huh? Yeah, so then we kept going and going, and yeah, we lost count of how many times we did it, and then we both got exhausted. And now we're here. Also, of course, we picked the usual choice, you know how we do. Maybe it was such a good idea to fuck like animals in heat for hours on end. Just sake. After falling onto the bed last night, I immediately conked out. When I next opened my eyes, it was the next morning. Thank God I woke up in time for school, but this is not the time to be celebrating. I realized full well that I should have stopped yesterday. Yeah, but I couldn't. My hips were swinging like they had a mind of their own. And thanks to that, always sore. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I was greeted by the face of a demon when I awoke. That demon, of course, being my sweet girlfriend who was in a not-so-good mood, to say the least. Yeah, I'm on her side. I'm sorry. She said stop going like 5 times, dude. I'm sorry. I mean it.
私何度も何度も言ったわよね。無理、ダメ、やめてって。
See? I, myself, as DragonForce, I heard it. I brought it up and everything, but he didn't hear it, apparently. He just kept going. I did.
ちゃんと聞こえてたんだ。聞こえてて、あれだったんだ。
Well, I'm seriously sorry. I just gotta keep my lust in check. It must have been the drug again. Oh, using that as an excuse, huh?
薬を言い訳にすれば何でも納得すると思ってない。
That's not what I was trying to do. But yeah, you're right. I guess I'm just trying to shift the blame. Believe me, I realize my mistake, and I feel bad for doing that to you. I'll make sure it never happens again. You have my word on it. And before it happens again in the after story. Honestly, I doubt I even have the stamina to do that every time we have sex.
今まではここまでじゃなかったから信用するけど、今後また同じようなことしたら分かってるわよね。
Now, what kind of consequences? You're not talking about the, castration again, are you? Yes. I can't object to anything. After all, I'm 100% at fault here. Yeah? Very true.
でもそうは言ってもセックスしたくないってことじゃないから。
I know.
あくまで私の体力を無視というか強引に、しかも立て続けにするのがダメってだけで、せめて休憩とか挟んでくれたら。だから変な遠慮とかして全然しなくなるのもそれはそれで嫌というか男の子はやっぱり我慢とか辛いだろうし、私も好き。
Okay, I see.
大好きな相手と一つになってる感覚がそこはかとなく幸せで満たされて、だから好きな人とのセックス好き。
Me too, I say. The pleasure is amazing for sure, but the best part about it, feeling so close to someone you love.
ならいい。
Did we embarrass you?
いいんだけど。
Yeah, I know. No need to say it. Don't glare at me, please.
本当に分かってる？
Hey.
今はそっちもシュンとしてるけど。
Oh, I thought she was threatening to cut it off again.
盛り上がったら同じことを繰り返しそうな気がしないでもないんだけど。
Well, to be completely honest, I can't say I won't. You have to realize, I say, I really love you. But it will never escalate to the level that it did last night. I'd like to believe not, at least. I'll definitely be more respectful of your feelings from now on. If I get the urge to go multiple rounds, I'll at least give you breaks in between. I'll try to.
約束だからね。
You can. Sure.
じゃあ指切り。
Alright. You don't have to do the swallow powers and needles part, though, right? Ayase puts out her pinky, and then like my own pinky with hers.
指切り玄満。
What?
嘘ついたらちっこもぐ。
I think I'd rather do the swallow powers and needles thing. What the heck? What do you mean? What?
指切った。
I don't like this one. I'll go back to the needles thing. What? As I quickly moves the pinky as I stand there still trying to process what you just said. SOS?
何よ。約束を守ってくれればそれで問題ないんだから。
I know, you're right, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. Kind of scared me a little bit. I mean, what about the needles? Yeah, I'll honor my promise. But anyway, I'm starving. I'll have to go down and get some food right now. I guess it's gonna take a bit of time for you to get ready, huh?
ごめん。
It's fine. I'll wait.
ありがとう。
Maybe we should just come clean and tell everybody. It's fine. Actually, I need to change into my uniform as well. Right when I think about going back to my room. Oh. Actually, this should be fine. I can't really see anything. I'm rooted in play as captivated by the sight of Ayase as she goes about her padding procedure. Man, you can toss the pads. It's fine. You don't need them anymore, okay? You've outgrown the pads. It's time to move on. Ah, so that's what she has to do. I feel like I'm beginning to understand why it takes girls so long to get ready in the morning. Wait, what am I thinking? Not all girls pad their chests. I'm not thinking about your pads, I promise.
あのさ、そんなにまじまじと見つめられると恥ずかしいんだけど。
I'm sorry. What's so embarrassing about it? We're a couple with an active sex life.
そりゃ恋人だし、すでにおっぱいとか他にもいろいろ見られてるけど。
In various other places.
それとこれとは話が別というか、むしろそういう仲だからこそ恥ずかしいというか、なんかこういう影の努力を見られたくないものなの。
Okay. I sort of get it, but not really. And again, I guess I can sort of understand why that's something she wouldn't really want to share with others. Are you sure you want to call that work, though?
うるさいというか、何をそんなに見つめてるわけ？まさか、また興奮したとか？
No, you don't have to worry about that.
こんなまな板おっぱいじゃ興奮しないって言いたいのか？
I didn't even say that. We just did the banana donut tango. What do you mean? Calm down. That's not what I was saying. I just might have no energy left because of last night.
ああ、それなら納得。
Yes, you silly head. Look, Ayase, I may not be able to get horny right now, but that doesn't mean I don't find your breasts attractive. Because I do. Good old DFC. You're my sweet, precious girlfriend. I love you to death. How could I not find them attractive?
ありがとう。そう言ってもらえて嬉しい。嬉しいけど、
Why'd you get depressed?
寄せてる最中に言われると、そこはかとなく虚しい気持ちになる。
Oh, is that why? It wasn't meant to be sarcastic.
それは分かってるんだけどね。でも、なら何を見つめてたの？
Just out of curiosity. I did take off your pads that one time, but I've never seen you do the actual padding, so I got kind of intrigued.
盛るとか言うな、ぶっ飛ばすぞ。
I'm sorry. What word do you want me to use then?
それはだから、
Oh,
胸を成長させてるところとか。
that doesn't make sense, but okay. Growing? Honestly, doping is a better descriptor. I'm always impressed with what you managed to accomplish for that growing.
そういう微妙な褒め方されるのが一番来るな。とほほ。
Okay, I'll just be quiet then.
こんな生々しいところ見てて、その、なえない？
Not one bit. It's the opposite, actually. I find it honestly quite endearing that she's putting in so much effort towards this.
そうなんだ。それならいいけど。
I could even lend you a hand if you want.
いらないわよ。やっぱりバカにしてる。
No, I'm just trying to help. That wasn't my intention. How should I describe this? I thought maybe it'd be nice to make it, like, a boyfriend-girlfriend teamwork kind of thing.
そんな共同作業するか。もういいから何も言わずにおとなしく待ってて。
Just trying to offer my help. Alright. Ayase.
これでよし。
Before long, her breasts assume their usual size, and Ayase takes position in front of me with a sizable chest to boast. Gotta say though, never ceases to amaze me what these pads are capable of. No one ever suspects that what they see is fake.
ジロジロ見てんじゃない。
I'm not, I'm looking at your face, I promise. I didn't say anything.
目が語ってる。どうせ見事に盛るもんだなとか考えてたんでしょ。
Not exactly.
うわ、目をそらした。図星なんだ。
No, those weren't my exact words, shush. This is what you call telepathy. I guess it can be a bit of a problem when you understand each other too much. Maybe she's an astral after all.
ねえ、やっぱり大きい方が好きだったりしない？
Oh great, we're going here again. Look, I'm not dating a pair of tits. I love you because of the person you are. Shouldn't it be obvious that last night only happened because I love you like crazy?
分かってはいるつもりなんだけど。サトルの気持ちに嘘を感じるとかそういうことじゃないけど、やっぱり不安になる。
I know, it's okay.
好きだから。本当に好きだから。
The more precious someone is to you, the more you fear losing them. I also think about the possibility of losing her. The part of her body that Ayase is most insecure about is her breast. She essentially has a complex. And because of that, she worries even if it makes no sense to. That's just how it is. Besides, the chest wasn't the only thing. She and I are both first to lie or keep quiet about admirative things over the course of our relationship. Maybe that's why she's so concerned. Yeah, I can't just leave things at that. I don't want a relationship where she has to feel anxiety when we're together. Ayase, can I have some of your time? There's a place I want to take you.
行くって。
Take her hand, pull her towards me, then pick her up and leap out the window.
何？何なの？
Shh, we don't want anyone to see us right now. It'll only take a few seconds, I promise. Not used to the extreme height, she clings on to me while shaking lightly. I make sure to hold on to her as tight as I can while I run up the wall. Not long after, I land on the dorm's roof.
私、屋上なんて初めて来た。
Yeah, it is off limits and all. Kinda makes sense seeing as how they don't even have a fence.
それで、なんでこんなところに？
I have something very important to tell you, and I can't risk anyone else overhearing it. Oh, we're gonna tell her the whole thing. I take her hand and look directly into her eyes. Having caught on to the serious nature of this, she audibly gulps. Oh,
はい。
there's something about my ability that I haven't told you.
能力。まさか薬を使用してたってわけじゃないわよね。
No, that's not it. Nah, I'm an astral through and through. But my ability isn't actually physical enhancement. More technically, it's brain control.
脳のコントロール。でもここまで壁を登ったのはいくら鍛えてるとはいえ普通はあんなこと。
It's basically the kind of hysterical strength your body gives you in life or death situations. I can use my ability to remove the brain's safety stopper and forcefully increase my muscle's output. That's how I've been able to get by with telling people it's physical enhancement.
そうなんだ。
So yeah, I can do a lot of other neat things with it. That's how I was able to keep my mind from going out of control back when I was hit with that drug. I used my ability to control the hormones in my brain.
そんな風に能力を偽ってたのも仕事のため。
Yeah. For various reasons, it was more advantageous for us to say it was that.
そっか。実際隠してたからこそ助かったのよね。
Right. Also, I wanted to talk about my work a bit. I can't go into too much detail, obviously, but our objective is to stop crimes that occur for the use of astral abilities. And to achieve that, we sometimes have to break the law.
つまり人には言えない正義の味方。
Well, I think I've already said this before, but it's not as black and white as us equals good and them equals bad. But I'm devoting my energy to this work because I believe in its ability to make a positive difference in the world. I'm motivated by the same wish as you.
それはまあ今までのサトルを見てきて分かってるつもりだけど。でも何？急にどうしたの？いや、そもそもこれって私に教えていいことなの？
No, I'm not allowed to tell you any of this, like, at all. I would dread to imagine what kind of punishment I'd get if word got back to my boss, just to give you an idea.
なんでそんな？
Because it's very important to me to tell you this.
私は秘密を維持したままでいいって言ったはずなのに。
I wanted you to know, Ayase. That's why.
何のために？
Because I love you. It isn't fair for our relationship to be a one-way street. I don't want to take advantage of your kindness to keep secrets, especially by making you feel uneasy and hurting you in the process. So I wanted to alleviate your worries in any way that I could. But more than that, now that you know, I can't exactly leave you to your own devices. I need to watch you so you don't go off and tell someone. I won't ever be able to take my eyes off you, Ayase.
勝手に口にしておいてそんな無茶苦茶な。
I won't ever leave you, Ayase. I'll always be by your side, and unfortunately for you, you're not allowed to leave me. Dang. I don't think she has a problem with that. I don't care about your tiny tits or whatever else you think would make me not love you. I want you to be with me even by the time we're old and wrinkly. You got that?
そこで貧乳ってワード必要だった？いちいち尺に触ることは言わないと気が済まないの？
A little bit. Well, I didn't want to leave any room for doubt in your mind.
その秘密を知ってるのって私だけ？
One of a select few. A dad and Nanami, of course, know because they're family. But unlike them... You're the only one I kiss.
そっか。
Smooth as butter.
秘密を知っちゃったなら仕方ないよね。一緒にいなくちゃね。
Yep, that's right. I'll always keep you close and I'll never let you go. I love you, Ayase. More than anyone else in this world.
私も好き。愛してる。一緒にいる。これから先ずっとずっと一緒にいる。何があってもずっと一緒に。私も離さない。
Great. Want to do a pinky promise?
指切りはいい。
Yes again?
それよりももう一回キスしたい。これから先もずっと一緒にいるっていう証拠のキス。
Aw, yep, that's even better. Beneath the clear blue sky, atop this rooftop where no one can see us, we kiss. It's not the kind of passionate kiss where tongues are involved. All I'm really doing is pressing our lips up against each other. Even as simple as it is, I don't think any other kiss we've shared has made me feel so warm inside. Oh, I love you too, Ayase. The months pass and the seasons change. It's been a while since we exchanged that vow on the rooftop of the dorm. There was a chilly wind of winter, the blossoming flowers of spring, and the blistering heat of summer. Oh, it's been a year? Then finally we were back in fall. In other words, it's been a year now since Ayase and I became a couple. While I did have the occasional fight or disagreement, our relationship has held together firmly. We're both managing to honor our vows without problem. To others, it might not seem like anything has changed about us. But every time we overcame one of those hurdles, I could feel us getting closer to one another. It might be minuscule changes that aren't noticeable, but I believe the accumulation of them has brought lasting change to our relationship. A wonderful love life aside, there have also been a number of other changes over the course of this year. The biggest of them all being, of course,
ようやく暴走を収める薬が完成した。
Oh, nice. I was about to ask if we got promoted, but this is even better.
それって、じゃあお姉ちゃんを。
Oh,
目覚めさせることができるはずだ。
that's good.
よかった。本当によかった。
impressed he managed to create it in a little over a year.
君からもらった資料のおかげだ。あの資料の中に必要なことが書かれてあった。我々がしていたのは本当にその薬で効果があるか安全かその再確認を慎重に行っていたようなものだ。
Well, either way, I'm glad you finally made it to this point. It was rather fortunate that I was able to store the paper in my memory, but the problem was it was so long and detailed that I simply couldn't make heads or tails of it with my level of knowledge. I suppose the paper must have outlined the entire research process from start to finish. Man, and she only showed me that because she was positive I was gonna die. That sure backfired on her. Oh, get fucked, Kakimoto. But from our perspective, it was literally our saving grace.
それでお姉ちゃんはいつ目覚めるの？
今日だ。今から小鳥を目覚めさせる。そのために呼んだんだ。一緒に来るだろ。
もちろん行く。
有原君も来るんだろ。君には世話になった。だからできれば最後まで見届けてもらいたい。
My pleasure.
では行こう。
Oh, may I request a hug, father-in-law? There's a single girl sleeping in this capsule, much like the other ones I saw. Well, that's her, Ayase's sister. Because she's been kept in this artificial comatose state for so long, her skin is hardly what you call a healthy color. Still, the face is quite pretty, and it's quite easy to imagine how beautiful she'd be if she were living a normal life.
準備整いました。
I bet you're really happy too, Maya. Sitting next to the capsule is Mayu-senpai. I heard that she'd also been helping develop the cure as one of the few researchers that could be trusted with information.
では注入します。
よろしく頼む。
Mayu-senpai slowly puts a needle in as the rest of us watch with bated breath.
薬の効果はすぐに出るんですか？わからない。
Mayu-senpai can only shake her head in response to Ayase's question.
完全に暴走した人に試すのは初めてで、こればっかりは個人差があると思うから。そうですか。でも効果はちゃんとあるから、安全性だって何度も確認をしてるから大丈夫。大丈夫。絶対大丈夫。
Oh, Mayu. Mayu-senpai stares fixedly at the girl in the capsule as she mutters those words to herself, almost like she's trying to convince herself. Likewise, my eyes are also glued to the capsule. As are Ayase's. She's biting her lip while single-mindedly staring at it. Seeing her so distraught makes my chest ache with pain. I want to do something for her. I want to do anything I can to make her feel better. Maybe we could hold her hand. Looking down, I realized I'd ended up taking her hand. Yep, there we go. All you need. All you need to do. With no word said, she responds by gripping my hand back. We watch Issei Kotori with bated breath, holding onto each other's hand tightly. However, her eyes still remain shut. Did it not work? I feel a squeeze in my hand as if Ayase is admonishing me for having doubts. She's no longer praying. Wake up. Wake up. She looks so brave and fearless that it's like she's trying to invoke those feelings through her gaze. Seeing that, I pull myself together as well. I gaze firmly at Issei Kotori, removing all doubts and fears from my heart. Wake up. Wake up. You need to wake up. There are so many people here waiting to see you again. Come on, Kotori. Eventually, a subtle motion is detected. Oh. Oh, she's coming out?
今、指が。
動いた。確かに今動いたわ。
小鳥！
小鳥！お姉ちゃん！
As everyone calls to her frantically, at long last, her eyelids begin to show signs of motion. They're quivering ever so slightly. And finally... Oh. There she is.
お姉ちゃん。
Oh, all of you guys need to go have a group hug together.
何これ、どうなってるの？頭重い。これって一体。
お姉ちゃん、お姉ちゃん。
綾瀬、あれ、なんか大きくなってない？特に胸とか。本当に なんでそんな大きいの？
Oh, Koche, let me tell you a little secret.
どうなってるのこれ？もしかして夢見てるのかな？
夢じゃないよ。夢じゃないから寝ちゃダメ。ちゃんと目を開けてて。
小鳥。
小鳥、本当によかった。
All the years of research have finally paid off. Each and every one of us were overcome by emotion. After the tearful reunion concluded, we slowly explained what had happened there. Kagemoto Kari was behind everything. Kochi had been asleep in a coma for a number of years. Her father and younger sister had worked tirelessly all the while trying to find a cure for her. He was a little shocked by just how much his sister had grown. In addition to her father's aging, which was likely accelerated due to all the emotional stress, we also had to explain to her that her body would be a little weak because she had only just woken up. Since there were some immediate medical checkups that had to be done, we decided that we'd sit down and talk another day, and left the research center.
よかった。
Yeah. Me too, Ayase.
まだ全員が目覚めたわけじゃないけど。
Oh yeah, huh? But we have proof that the cure works. Just give us some time and I'm sure everyone will be up and fine again, Tsugami included.
そうね。
Boy, I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out we're his upperclassman now. Dang, that sucks. Did he make a joke about that or something? Speaking of surprises, your sister was pretty surprised. I love the reaction she made when she saw how big your boobs were.
そこに突っ込み入れなくていいから。
Lol.
だいたいお姉ちゃんも失礼すぎる。私が巨乳になったらそんなにおかしいのか。
But I say, they haven't though. Well, in all fairness, the fact that they haven't kind of proves a point.
それはそうだけれども。
I'm sorry, please don't make the scary face.
あんなに驚かれると、このまま隠し続けてたくなる。
It's okay, I'll tell it for you.
きっと正直に打ち明けたら、やっぱりそうだと思ったとか笑われそう。屈辱。
Well, boob talk aside, make sure you introduce her to me once things have settled down. I was kind of hoping I'd get the chance to introduce myself today, but everything was a bit too hectic.
そうね。彼氏がいるのは本当だもんね。恋人がいるって自慢しちゃおう。
I say, man, your poor sister.
いいじゃない、これぐらい。今まで頑張ってきたんだから。
Yeah, that is true. You did work hard. And you were finally rewarded for it. Congratulations, Ayase. She cuddles up to me with a bit of bashfulness and squeezes my hand.
あ
Aww.
りがとうね。私のことずっと支えてくれて。
That's super cute. I was only doing what any good boyfriend would have. There's nothing I want more than to see my sweetheart smiling. You really have a picture-perfect smile, Ayase. You look so beautiful when you're smiling. What's wrong?
サトルって恥ずかしげもなく恥ずかしいこと言うわよね、たまに。
Is that odd? I'm just speaking from the heart.
そういう部分が恥ずかしいって言ってるの。
Really? So I should avoid saying stuff like that in the future then?
そうじゃないけど、好きとか言ってもらえると嬉しいから、これからも言ってほしい。
Alright, then I'll keep speaking from the heart. Hand in hand, we walk slowly back to the dorm. We're always kind of intimate in public, so I've gotten the feeling like that people have started to get fed up. But the pure joy we feel together when together is strong enough to make that an afterthought.
ほんと、恋愛って惚れた方が負けなんだなってつくづく思う。嫌いなところが見つけられないんだもん。私っては負けっぱなし。
I mean, same, so you know. It's a tie. You know, we draw. What? If ever falls the hardest loses, then I'm clearly in the loser here. I love you more. And I fall in love with you more with each passing day, so I just keep falling further and further into the pits of loserdom.
何言ってるの？私でしょ？私なんて毎時間毎分毎秒ごとに好きになってる。
No, I'm the loser. Why are you arguing with me over this? Are you 10?
私。
No, me.
私。
I like how we asked, are you 10, and then we still do this. No, me.
ぐにゃぐにゃなんかこのやり 取り懐かしい。
Yes, always. Yeah, it's always ended in a draw. But today, what do you say we settle this once and for all? Good old rock, paper, scissors?
決着ってどうやって？
Rock, paper, scissors? In bed. Oh, that works too. That's even better.
ここで下ネタとかないわ。
I wasn't joking. What, you don't wanna?
嫌ってわけじゃないというか好きではあるけど。
Well, game on.
しょうがないな。
I know. After that playful game, she affectionately cuddles up to me. After that playful game, she affectionately cuddles up closer to me.
こんなこと許すのサトルだけなんだからね。
Well, that's good because you're the only woman I want to take to bed.
ほんと単純だな私。そう言われただけでこんなに嬉しくなるなんて。
Well, I can be pretty dense, so it helps that you're easier to understand. And you'll always be my sweetheart, I say.
は？今さら何言ってるの？そんなの当たり前でしょ。
Yep. I promise I'll make you happy.
ありがとう。私もその分幸せにしてあげられるよう頑張るから。差し当たってはとりあえず今夜頑張る。
Nice, I can't wait. Oh, you've got me excited now. There's still no telling what the future holds for those of us known as Astrals. It still might be a while before we're accepted as normal and welcomed to society. But as long as I have Ayase with me, I'm sure I'll manage just fine. That day will come eventually. I have faith. And when it comes, I'll greet it alongside this beautiful girl next to me. I love you, Ayase.
私も愛してる。
Aw. A picture perfect
Riddle
smile.
Joker.
Nice. Alright, and so that was Ayase's route and Riddle Joker as a whole. So, first of all, Ayase's route. Yeah, that route was great. Loved it a lot. That's definitely my favorite route of the game. I pretty much loved everything about that route. We finally delved more into the whole discrimination against the Astral stuff, which is like what I've been wanting to, I've been wanting them to delve into that, so I finally got it here, so I love that. Tackling all that. And also getting a lot about Ayase stuff from Kotori being her half-sister, and the principal being her daughter and all that, and why she, was doing all those things that she was doing. All that was really good too, fleshing out her character. Like that a lot. And I love all the twists and turns in this route too. It was crazy. Especially near the end of where we learn all this stuff with the principal and then Kyohei, and then Ayase having chosen to be bait to lure out Kakimoto, and Kakimoto being the freaking one. And that was, dude, I was not trusting the principal, and he was doing stuff too. He wasn't actually a bad guy, so I was suspicious of him for the longest time. And then in Mayu's route, I started getting a little less suspicious, and I started getting more suspicious again. But like I said, he wasn't actually evil or anything. I was never suspicious of freaking Kakimoto. What the fuck? That got to me and surprised me because I was, dang. So yeah, all the freaking plot twists and everything were great. This route had a lot of different stuff like that I really liked, so that was crazy. And also, it had really good foreshadowing too, because I was kind of thinking about it, and if you could actually clue into it, if you were if you're perceptive enough, I feel you could probably figure out the foreshadowing, because I remember now that the stuff of Kyohei, he was mentioning stuff like that too. Now that, I thought he still just thought it was a rumor, but he mentioned the brain frying thing, and I remember I said that seems like it's actually legit. But yeah, so it was legit, and Kakimoto mentioned that too. So there was lots of really good foreshadowing going on there. So I like that a lot too. So yeah, all in all, a great route. Loved it a lot. Yeah, definitely my favorite route. And Ayase, yeah, I like Ayase too. Like I said, Nanami, Chisaki and Nanami are probably my favorite characters. But Ayase is the one that had the biggest jump for me from, when I didn't really know how to feel about her, and then she slowly but surely started growing me more and more, especially in her route. So I did end up liking her a lot too. So yeah, she was the one that grew on me the most, basically. Yeah, Riddle Joker as a whole, really good, solid game actually. Liked it a lot. I love the characters. I really like the characters and the interactions especially. Some of my favorite part is the characters. And again, just the different interactions and scenes, seeing them together, all that was great. Like I said before a bunch of times, I really like Nanami and Chisaki's friendship. I'm always a huge fan of like seeing like girls like with strong friendships like that. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this a lot, but I always like stuff like that. Just any kinds of like, not even just like friendships, either like different kinds of relationships too, like sibling stuff too, which isn't in here, but like different like sibling relationships or like parents, grandparents, anything like that. I always like seeing stuff like that, so I like their friendship. And yeah, like lots of interesting stuff too with the lore, again, especially during Ayase's route. But, you know, each route had something that like gave a lot of lore, like Mayu's did too. And I actually really like Hazuki's route too. And I was gonna say she did have the most satisfying ending for me until Ayase's. I feel like because Ayase's just wrapped up everything so well, and like it had great use of the characters too. Like every character had a huge purpose in that route. Like Mayu did, Nanami did, Hazuki did, Kyohei did, Principal Issei did. Like everything had a huge purpose. Even the side character, like the supporting character Sagami, even he like had a purpose in this. Of course, Kakimoto, you know, pump her, piece of shit. But yeah, like I said, all in all, great route and really good game too. So yeah, I am gonna do the after stories, but before I mention that, I'm still gonna get to Sabbath of the Witch as well. But now there's a new game coming out that I really want to play, so I want to I'm gonna play that first, and then we'll get to Sabbath of the Witch. I might also try and do Sabbath of the Witch. I might have it replace Fate Hollow out of Roxy or something, so I can still do that earlier. But I need the next daily thing I do to be this new game coming out because I've been waiting for it. It got delayed. I really want to play that like as soon as it comes out. So that's gonna be next. But we're still doing Sabbath of the Witch. And we're also doing the after stories. I'm not not sure how long they're gonna be, but I'll probably be able to finish loads before the game comes out, depending on how long they are. If not, then I'll just upload them in the rotation stuff. You know, the stuff that I don't do daily. But either way, like I said, I'm doing the after story still, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I need to. That game got delayed, and I've been waiting to see it come out, so I need to play that right away. Yeah, like I said, like the game a lot. That's all to say. So, with all this being said, this is DragonForce AnimeReviews logging out. Have a nice day or night, and I'll see you guys all next time. Later.